All right, happy Friday, everybody. Oh, yeah, it's you and me, baby. You and me. TylerVision. You, me, 2 hours of amazing television. You're going to love it, I hope. The great thing is, I don't even know what's going to happen. We're just going to roll with it and see what happens. We've got circus performers in today. We're going to be talking about dogs at the water bowl and great big monster trucks. Boy, timing is everything, they say, right? Today, an envoy is going to be in Russia speaking with old Vlad. That comes about a day after an attack in Kyiv that killed 12 people, injured 90. 47 saying, hey, just stop. Just stop. So there'll be a little pressure on that. Speaking of pressure, you know, everybody, all of a sudden, the Real ID, granted it was 10 years ago, but the Real ID is going to become real in about a week. Hey, a little over a week, I guess. And now everybody's like, oh my God, you were serious about that? So, you know, everybody's like, oh my gosh, you should have gotten it before. States are doing things to help accelerate. In New York, they've got vans running around, giving out Real IDs. Arkansas is opening up revenue offices, and they're doing special events in New Jersey, all to help people who have had 10 years to get the Real ID. I don't feel bad for you. You've had 10 years. Get your Real ID. I hope I have mine. Let's get to weather. Well, from the landline to the celly to that great big brick with an antenna that Zach used on Saved by the Bell, we're going to try to phone in our excitement here, right? It's National Telephone Day. Now, Alexander Graham Bell was granted a patent for the telephone in 1876. He made the first successful telephone call a few days later to his buddy, Mr. Watson. How come all the smart people are Watson? Didn't Sherlock Holmes have a Watson? Well, there are currently more than 9 billion mobile phones worldwide. That's more than the world's population, which is over 8 billion. So, oh, I know. You got to have your bat phone. That's why there's more phones than there are people. You got to have 3 or 4 phones. You know, the ghost phone, things like that. Interestingly enough, it actually was not Alexander Graham Bell that first came up with the telephone. Antonio Matsui. He's seen as the real inventor. He actually developed a working prototype in the 1850s. It was called the Teletrofono. Teletrofono. There you go. In the 1850s, unfortunately, he had some financial issues and he could not secure a patent. Old Alex said, I'll take care of it. Got himself the old Graham Bell, Ma Bell. Remember Ma Bell? Remember we used to say that? Anybody remember Ma? Do you remember Ma Bell? That was like one of the first great big, you know how we're talking about Facebook and Meta being too big and like having a monopoly? Well, Bell was the first that I can think of one to face that. And they were forced to break up by the federal government, forced the Bell company to break up because they had a monopoly on all communications. Of course, back then you didn't have 8 billion cell phones. You had a phone in your house. Sometimes you had like the lines growing up at my grandmother's house. It was a party line. So like, you know, it would like ring one short and 2 long. It was ours or, you know, whatever. But then you couldn't call out because you pick up the phone and some lady up the street is talking about knitting with her friend Sally. Get off the phone! I go, no. First come, first serve. We ain't done talking about knitting. I do wish we could go back to pay phones and pagers, though. Such a simpler life. I know. Sorry. I'm back. All right, it is trivia time. Here we go. The payphone was invented in what year? 1889, 1899, 1905, or 1922? Well, I don't think it was 89 because it didn't go right from Alexander Graham Bell saying, hello, Dr. Watson, can you hear me? I don't know that he had an English accent, did he? Was old Alex an American? Maybe. I don't know. All right, I don't think it's 89. 99. It's either 05 or 22. I mean, 22, the roaring 20s, we're cranking along. Hello, can you hear me? Hello. Everybody's excited about the 20s. You know, doing the Charleston and whatnot. Wearing those fancy get-ups. Hats. Has nothing to do with payphones. I'm going to go with 1922. There's a QR code right here. Go ahead and hit that if you want. 1922 is what I'm going to go with. I'd like to go back to payphones. I really would. It'd make life so much easier. Don't you feel like you're tethered? This is not a social obligation, by the way. Just because you text me doesn't mean that I'm obliged to text you back within 5 minutes. You know, you get a text from somebody, you look at it and say, I'll deal with it later. 10 minutes later, you get a question mark. We're so impatient. I blame it on the kids and MTV. Remember scratch and sniffs when you were a kid? Little stickers, and you can smell like pickles and strawberries and all that stuff. Did you ever wish there was an armpit scratch and sniff? Well, if you have, then you're in luck. This is a new marketing campaign, apparently. Billy, it's a woman's body care brand. It's a new advertising campaign in the Big Apple to promote its aluminum-free deodorant, but it is a scratch, so it's a picture of an armpit, and you walk up and you give it a scratch, and you let it run through your nose here a little bit. It's, I guess it's their new fragrance of deodorant. It's running through May 16th. Curtis is up in New York this weekend. I'm going to have him tell us exactly what it's like. I'm going to text him here in a little while. It's going to be up through May 16th, and there's plenty of different armpits to test their different odors. So you can walk up, scratch an armpit, and give it a big old sniff. No thanks. No thanks. I don't even like the idea of smell-o-vision. You know, sometimes we have food in here, we're cooking on a Tasty Tuesday, and I say, I wish you could, but you don't want to walk up and scratch your TV screen and take a sniff. It's nasty, man. It's nasty. All right, Oreo is preparing to unveil a new cookie flavor, but it might not go well dipped in a glass of moo juice. The chocolate-covered pretzel Oreo will debut on May the 5th. I think that sounds delightful. These cookies have a chocolate cream placed between a pair of pretzel-flavored cookies that are topped with salt. The Oreo officials are calling these limited edition treats the brand's first ever sweet and savory cookie. Other recent additions to the Oreo lineup include Irish cream thins, mini bars, and loaded cookies. I think that sounds wonderful. You know, we had, tomorrow is Pretzel Day, by the way. We had the Philly Pretzel Factory. I was going to call them the Pretzel Kings. The Pretzel Kings of Philadelphia, here in Columbia. They were in. We should have asked them about that because tomorrow is National Pretzel Day. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Free pretzels tomorrow if you go to Rosewood Drive and go to the Philly Pretzel Factory. A free pretzel for you if you cruise by. It's Pretzel Day. But anyway, back to the Oreos. I mean, I'd try it. Noah, would you try it? I think so. I'd holler for the beaver, but he's way down the hall. I'll have to ask him next hour. Ruby, would you try it? Yes. She's into. I would be, I think. I mean, I don't eat a lot of cookies. I don't eat a lot of that nonsense anymore. I was very good when we had the pretzels in the other day. I had like one-ish. Whatever. All right, it is time to answer your trivia question. We asked you, the payphone was invented in what year? The answer is A. What? 1889. That's according to the FCC. There are less than 100,000 payphones left in the U.S. At its peak, there were more than 2 million. All in the birthday brigade. If you want to be a part of it, go to facebook.com and we'll give you your shout out. I want to thank NO for being part of the, what are we pointing at?
There were more.
What's that?
There were more.
Oh, there's more. Oh, sorry. Sarah Powling, Dale Glover, LaToya West, and Bellamy. Sorry, guys. I didn't see those. We'll give you your shout out still, either way. Gracious. Hey, it's live TV. What do you want from me, okay? Do you find yourself being a people pleaser, by the way? You know, someone just doesn't want to ever say no because, it might hurt somebody's feelings, or maybe it's kind of awkward to say no. We've got a list of ways you can say no because maybe it's something you don't want to do, but you're a people pleaser. You don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. I say hurt the feelings. But ways to say no without really saying no. Things like, I can't commit to that right now. Or, thanks for thinking of me. I'll see if I can make it happen. That sounds great, but I'm going to have to decline. You know what? I've got to skip this one, but I want you to ask me again. I'm sorry. I've just got too much on my plate right now. Just nice. I want you to say no. That seems silly. I don't want to do that. Kind of like, hey, do you want to watch me on the show this week? No. I got too much on my plate. I can't watch you, Tyler. Always with the good news. Hey, coming up this hour, Ruby Red is here to join us in the Water Bowl. We're going to be talking about what to look for in a professional pet sitting situation. It's important you get one and why. And also, we've got a preview of Monster Jam. The circus was in just a few minutes ago. If you missed that, sorry about that. But Monster Jam is here. We've got one of the drivers rolling in, Tony Ooch from, was he Truckosaurus? I don't know. Yeah, Truckosaurus, there you go. So he's going to be with a preview of the big trucks. For some people, living in a national park would be a dream come true. I'm thinking Ron Swanson. Someone could get the chance if they have enough good ideas and money. The National Park Service wants to rent this house. It's located in Washington, D.C.'s Rock Creek Park. How can you rent it? Well, the NPS will pick a leasee who submits a business proposal with the best ideas on how to use the property to benefit the community and the park visitors. But renting this property is going to cost you $6,500 a month, which the NPS says is fair market value. Okay, $6,500 a month, my gosh. You'd think that they would want you to do it to take care of the park. I don't know, it'd be kind of cool. And you have to keep the house up to date, I'm being told, and you have to, keep it nice. Yeah, I mean, you don't want to make it a junky house. You don't want that. I don't know, I mean, I definitely would be in for the solitude. That is for sure. There are far too many people around my world. Just far too many people. So, I mean, you'd be able to hang out with the bears and the lions and the tigers. Well, there's probably not any lions and tigers there, but you get the idea. I'd almost do that, but $6,500 a month? I wonder if I can rent my house for that. I'm not in the national park, but I've got 4 bedrooms. Well, guys, it's time for your second trivia question for the day today in honor of Arbor Day. What is South Carolina's state tree? The sable palm tree, the pine tree, the pecan tree, or the birch tree? It's the palm tree, isn't it? Yeah, it's part of the logo. That's kind of a gimme. Wait, you're saying sure like that's not it? Well, I don't know. Yeah, it's got to be. It's got to be, come on. It's got to be the palm tree. There's no way around it. There's a QR code right here. But there's got to be, it's got to be the palm tree. The pine, pecan. Man, now I'm thinking it's the pecan. No, it's the palm. We're the Palmetto State. We're not the pecan state or the pine state. That's what I'm going with. There you go. It's done. What do y'all think? You're trying to mess with my head. I get it. Palm tree. Let's go to weather. All right, it is Friday food news you can use. KFC has got 2 sides and 2 drinks for $7. 2 sides and 2 drinks. You get that. You have to order, though, of course, through the app. Or you have to be a member. They want your information. That's why they give us all this free food, They just want our information. It's powerful. It's powerful. You can get your KFC rewards. 2 sides and a drink. It's available for a limited time at KFC. Buffalo Wild Wings. This is good. I'm going to put a hurt on myself. They're going to bring back the all-you-can-eat wings. It's now a mix and match, too. So you can choose all-you-can-eat wings or boneless wings, whichever. And you can have the mix and match at $24.99. The boneless wings are priced at $19.99. That's fries, too, by the way. So for $19.99, I don't know if I could eat $19 worth of bone. Well, I guess it's what? What's chicken fingers? Like $15 if you go to a restaurant, right? Something like that. Yeah. So I mean, I guess that's not much more. $19. I might have to go to Buffalo Wild Wings this weekend and put a hurt on myself. I'll wear some sweatpants and look like George Costanza, like I've given up on life, but I'm going to do it. How about Denny's? Denny's has a buy one slam, get another for $1. Yeah, the original Grand Slam or the Breakfast Slam. You buy one of those and you get the other one or whatever one for $1. The All-American Slam, 3 scrambled eggs, melted cheddar cheese, applewood smoked bacon. Oh, this sounds so good. The original Grand Slam, of course, 2 pancakes along with 2 eggs, applewood bacon. The original is $21.99 and $14 for the All-American. That's not bad, right? $14 plus $1 for a second one. Hey, Friday food news you can use. And now I'm hungry. And we don't have Charles to send to the store. All right, trivia time in honor of Arbor Day. What is South Carolina's state tree? The answer is yes, the sable palm tree. In fact, the sable palm became the state tree back in 1939. Florida also has the sable palm as their state tree. That's not fair. It was ours first. I'm just saying. I mean, everybody got it. 100% of people got it right. It's the Palmetto State. How can it? What would it be, like the whispering pine? Get out of here. Get out of here. We're talking about all the food news you can use. Doug Ames over at Brooklyn Express Pizza says, $10, 2 slices and a drink. You can order at the restaurant, and they don't take your information. There you go. All right, I want to thank Ruby, of course, for coming into the Water Bowl, talking about the importance of a professional pet care professional. That was fun talking with Tony Oakes, the driver of Thunder Roars. And how about the balancing act from the Universal Circus? If you missed that last hour, we'll put all those details at abccolumbia.com. I'd encourage you to watch that performance. These 2 guys balanced on each other. And this is, if you miss it, this is what happened. The guy's laying on his back, his feet in the air, straight up. The other dude is balancing on his head on top of his feet. Yeah, straight up. Details at abccolumbia.com. Hey guys, thank you for joining us for TylerVision on this Friday. I'll see you back here for ABC Columbia News at noon. Be good to each other.